finally, something meaningful has been done to even the playing field between buyers and sellers here in the BC real estate market. It's something that's meaningful for not so much right now, but when the market gets hot again, which one day it eventually will, and big surprise for everybody out there, the change is not being done by the government or the governing body of the real estate agents, but actually the real estate agents themselves. And this new development is what today's video is all about. But I do videos like this at least a couple of times a week. So if you would like to stay up to date on the BC real estate market, go Lions, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and make sure you do me this one little favor of clicking the like button if you learn anything here today, because you clicking the like button is the one way that you can help me get this message out to more people, and that will not only make them a little bit smarter in real estate, but ideally it'll help me grow this channel so even more people can become a little bit smarter in BC real estate. Is the glare in these glasses ticking you off yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't worry. The contacts, I swear, they're on order. They're coming. And please remember that if you're looking to purchase a property here in my market of Surrey or the Fraser Valley, you can always book a call with me right now down below in the description at a time that works best for you. And then I can arrange to give you personalized advice for your own situation. But getting back to the change that's being made, first of all, I have to let you know that this is being made by the real estate agents themselves. When we as real estate agents use the multiple listing service or the MLS, it's a system put together and maintained by the agents. And that system comes with rules of how the agents must participate together in order to promote full cooperation and make sure the clients are serviced as best they possibly can, whether or not they are buying or selling a property. So this is not any sort of a law change. Rather, it's a rule change in how the agents will agree to work with each other. You see, back when the BC government announced the cooling off period that will be coming into effect on January 1st of next year, not only their own governing body, the BCFSA, but also the BCREA, otherwise known as the real estate agents, also made recommendations. Unfortunately, the government paid no attention to any of those recommendations. So one thing the realtors have done is they've got together and said, you know what, we like some of the recommendations we made. So how is it exactly we can institute these regulations if the government is not interested, but keeping in mind that our association doesn't have the ability to actually change laws? Well, we can change the one thing that we do have power over, which is how we work together. Those rules are called the rules of cooperation. Now, this is one of only many problems that does need to be addressed in the BC real estate market, but let me outline the problem. And then after that, I will outline the steps that the real estate agents are taking in order to hopefully make everything a little bit easier and more fair for everyone involved in a transaction, even when the market is hot. First of all, you have to know that when the market gets really, really hot, agents take on often a marketing strategy of holding off offers. The reason for this is if your property that you're selling is a really, really hot property and not all of the buyers can make it, for instance, in the first day to view that property, then if you look at offers immediately, you may be underselling the property. So what has gone on for many years now is you will set an offer date in conjunction with the seller. So the realtor and the seller get together, they list the property, say on Tuesday or Wednesday. They'll likely let the property be shown Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they would review offers on the following Monday. In order to do this, though, there has to be a form signed, and that form is called the DRPO, or the Direction Regarding Presentation of Offers. So essentially what you're saying is, come, see the property, take your time, take it easy, do an inspection if you need to, and then we will review all offers at such and such a date.
All right. Sounds pretty good.
Generally speaking, the process works quite well. And yes, it is designed to maximize dollars for the sellers and give every buyer an opportunity to bid in a hot market. Because after all, like it or lump it, if I'm hired as your agent to sell your property or someone else's property and you're interested in buying it, my job is to get the most amount of money with the least headaches possible for the seller.
So you're saying this is a common strategy to get that done?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It is the best way to market the property in a hot market. But when the market gets even hotter than that, the problem is that buyers get so desperate, and let's face it, buyers' agents get so desperate that they're willing to become bullies. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. Just let me explain. You see, when a buyer misses so many properties, 5, 6, 7 properties, and they just are not able to be successful in any of their purchasing strategies, they often change and they'll start submitting offers before the offer date. Now, it's nice to think that me, as the real estate agent, can say, no, I just can't look at that offer. However, I do have a fiduciary duty to my client that is in law that says I must present all of the offers no matter when they are written or when they're to be presented. So even though my seller doesn't want to look at the offer, I do have to let them know about the offer. And if the offer is really, 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 really good, they may be very interested in accepting that offer. So at this point, the buyer is actually the one forcing this offer presentation, putting the seller in a very strange spot where they don't know if they should look at the offer or if they'll get more money in a few days. We could be not looking at offers until Monday. However, we could technically still look at offers on Saturday, and there's a bunch of extra running around that us as agents have to do if that happens, but it is still a possibility. And well, it's not fun for anyone when that happens. It's not fun for the seller. It's not fun for the selling agent, in this case, me. The buyer's agent is just doing whatever they can in order to try and get their client a home. And the buyer is so desperate, they're probably willing to make this bully offer unconditional at a crazy high price. But don't worry, the real estate agents have got together and now we've got a solution. Starting on October 17th of 2022, the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board, the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver, and the Chilliwack Real Estate Board have gotten together and changed the rules of cooperation in regards to the direction of offers. So the DRPO will now be known as the IDRPO, or the irrevocable direction regarding presentation of offers, meaning that the agents have come together and said, you know what, if we're all going to use this MLS system to help our buyers and sellers safely and effectively purchase and sell homes, then we can't in good faith continue to have this wishy-washy when are we presenting offers situation happen that was happening so much over the last couple of years. So let me clarify just a little bit further. This is not something that an agent does on every single transaction. It may not make sense like it does right now, given market conditions, to hold off offers. You're probably not even going to get an offer within the first week, but when the market turns around, you may get lots of offers. And if you choose the marketing strategy of holding off offers, it is then irrevocable, and the agents are not allowing themselves to present offers within that time as per their rules of cooperation. So what this essentially will do is if a seller decides to present offers at a certain time because they are trying to drive up and get the most amount of money for them, which is totally okay for them to do, it now at the very least provides absolute clarity and certainty to the buyer about how much time they have to make their decision, and it gives them a specified amount of time if they're going to do things like inspections or arrange their financing in advance. And this will completely eliminate that late, let's call it Friday or Saturday night call when I've already had a drink saying,
I just got an offer and I know your client was interested. Could you present an offer in the next 10 minutes?
Because that wasn't fun for anyone, including the agent making that call. So a step in the right direction. Hopefully there are more changes to come, but this is a good change, and good changes come from professionals that are in the industry every day and understand the right ways that they may positively influence the market. So let me know what you think about this change down below in the comments. And if you were a buyer in the previous hot market and you did end up in a bully offer situation where you felt pressured, let me know if you would have liked this rule to have been in at the time when you purchased your home. And if you haven't yet purchased a home, remember that you can book a call with me right now down below in the description with just a few simple clicks at a time that works best for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, click that like button, check out another video before you go, and we'll see you in a couple of days.